This is Kirk Franklin, and I just want to say these damn kids don't appreciate shit. You just had to whoop their ass and kick them on their fucking neck and knock their motherfucking ass out. I'm sorry. I apologize. This is Kirk Franklin. You listen to the X and Y show.
The opinions expressed on the X and Y show are the sole opinions of the host. Please note, there is no intentional desire to offend any member of the listening audience. With that said, if you still feel offended, tough shit.
It's time for the X and Y show with your host, Mr. Roosevelt. He talks about man topics, lady topics, and relationships. He talks about love, sex, and infidelities. He even gives good tips. There is no other show that compares to the X and Y show.
Oh yeah. Sit back, take your clothes off, and relax. It's time for the X and Y show, where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. The only place on the planet that tackles the topics that everyone wants to talk about, but no one is brave enough to address. Nothing escapes X and Y, baby. Now, here's your host, Roosevelt Colbert.
And greetings. Want to wish everyone a happy Memorial Day. I don't know how else. A good Memorial Day, because Memorial Day is not happy. Memorial Day is to honor the veterans who have given the ultimate sacrifice. So, I don't feel right saying happy Memorial Day. Have a good Memorial Day. And don't forget, us veterans, that's all we strive for. Just don't forget. Just don't forget. Honor the ones who have given the ultimate sacrifice. That's all we ask. Don't forget. While you're doing your barbecues and your picnics and all that other bullshit, don't forget the true purpose of Memorial Day. So for all the families who out there who have lost loved ones in the military service, I'm praying for you. Hope you get through it. All right. So welcome back, everyone. So I just returned last week from an all good break that I had. And I say all good because I rested, shit. But there's a lot of other stuff going on. I explained last week. I'm not going to go into it again. But I'm glad to be back. It was something missing in my life. And I feel that my contribution to society with the XY show is needed. Because there's a lot of lost individuals out there, particularly women. Yeah, I said it. Who are lost, just full of bullshit. And you have to be called on their shit. Now, I'm not saying that men are out there, there's no man out there who need to be checked on their bullshit, because there's some men out there full of shit too. Let's keep it real. But there are a lot of women out there who are just delusional on how a relationship should be, And they take that shit into marriages, A lot of simp motherfuckers out there actually marry these women who are delusional, thinking that they will change after they say I do, and they actually get worse. And that's the ultimate product of why there's so many divorces of today. People believing that they can change a person, particularly a man. Believe me, if I put a ring on her damn finger, maybe she'll do this, maybe she'll do that. It could be something simple. Maybe she'll put a ring on her finger, maybe she'll give me some pussy every time I want it. And those of you who are married know that's not the case. Matter of fact, I would beg to differ that a lot of married guys would say as soon as they said I do, the pussy intake went down. And that's the kind of shit that scares me to the fullest. To be in a marriage with a woman who don't want to fuck, that's the only thing that would cause me to do adultery. I'm not built for that. I'm not built to have a wife and not get any pussy. I don't know why women. I really, I do know why. A lot of women, let's keep it real. They get angry with their husbands and they withhold ass, right? And a lot of them don't know when to stop. It's one thing to be mad for a day or even 2 days. That's pushing it for me. But it's one thing to be mad a day or two and, you're not fucking. Okay, I get it. You're mad. I did something. I didn't take the garbage out. I didn't cut the yard. I don't know. Whatever, But to withhold ass for a month, 6 months, 9 months, a year. Some of you know I'm not lying. You have friends going through this. Their wives haven't fucked them in over a year. Well, some bullshit. Something that they don't even remember. Like, why did you stop? Why didn't you give him no pussy? I don't know. Something he did in last January. They don't even know. They just say he ain't getting no pussy. Shit is crazy. And all it does is make your man weak and start looking other places. I don't know how women, how much do you expect a man to take? Even the simplest simp motherfucker will wake up eventually. How much do you expect a man to take? Living day in and day out, married and not getting no pussy? How long do you think? And a lot of women just play their hands too long. It's okay to take a card and a poker game and grin at everybody, but you got to play your hand sooner or later. You got to either play your hand or fold. And a lot of you don't know when to fold. A lot of you don't know when to play your hand. Okay, you're a man. Okay, baby, I get it. You ain't giving no ass in 2 days, but damn, a month, 6 months. And for those of you, women out there are continuously looking. A married man is an ultimate trophy for a woman. To get a married man is the ultimate trophy for a woman. And women realize that, a lot of times they see a motherfucker that's married and women don't give a fuck. I like that dude and I'm going to get him. I don't care if he's married. I don't give a fuck. I've heard this from my own ears. And that's all women, white, black, Hispanic, And when a woman finds out that the man is not getting pussy, not getting laid, that's easy. Wait a minute. They say to themselves, all I had to do is give him some pussy? You women are making it so easy for the other women. You making it so easy. I don't know why women do this. You're ruining your marriage. You're ruining your relationship because of you mad or some bullshit and you're not showing your man affection. Anyway, I didn't mean to screw off on that tangent like that, but that kind of shit pisses me off. And a lot of women are doing that nowadays. A lot of women are doing that. So anyway, I just want to touch on that. Answer some questions here. First one is from Stan. Stan says, my girlfriend never cleans her apartment. She says, as long as there are no roaches, what is the problem? Well, the problem is, Stan, that your girlfriend is dirty. And if this goes back to that thing that I said that you should not try to, change someone. If your girlfriend is not cleaning now when you're in a relationship, then she's not going to clean when you're married. Actually, she'd probably get worse because she got a ring now. And then if kids come in the picture, oh my goodness, the place is going to be a dump. And I'm sorry, Stan, but if your girlfriend's not cleaning the apartment, she's probably not cleaning her ass too well either. If a woman is willing to live in a junky, nasty, dirty apartment, then she's okay with not washing her ass. That just goes with one another. So I'm pretty sure that your girlfriend probably don't bathe her ass like she should. If she's not cleaning her apartment or somewhere she lives, about me, even when I was in college, motherfuckers used to come by my room and they used to call it the Hilton. Because, I always had my room smell, because I usually had, I didn't have a roommate. I had a roommate maybe 2 semesters. And, I never had a roommate. Then I got good with the RA, took him out for some wings or something. Hey, man, don't give me a roommate. I bribed him, But, so I didn't have a roommate too many times. So I did my own shit. I'm clean. And I had my room the way I like it. It was always smelling good, always clean. And they used to call my room the Hilton. And they used to come and just sit there because it was so clean. And I've always been that way. I guess that's from the military. Even before that, though, when I was a kid, I didn't like my room to look junky. So I take that very seriously. And that transcends to my ass. I have a clean apartment, always had a clean place, and I wash my ass. And they go together. I keep my truck clean. It goes together. When a person wants to live in filth, wants to live in a place that's dirty and junky, they're not washing their ass. I don't care. If a person have a dirty car, that's why when I see a woman with a dirty, junky car, that's a no-no. That is a no-no. I don't want anything to do with her because 9 times out of 10, she has a dirty house. If she has a dirty house, then she has a dirty ass. So Stan, if I was to tell you, run right now. Get out of that relationship. I don't know how long you've been dating her, but I don't care how long you've been. Get out of that relationship. She is not going to change. She's going to get worse. If you choose to marry her, she's going to get worse. When you put a ring on her finger, she's really going to get relaxed. Have kids, it's going to get worse. Your car is going to be nasty. And eventually, you will have roaches. And if she's not washing her ass now, what do you think she's going to do when she has kids? Oh, no, honey, I bathed yesterday. So Stan, I don't mean to sound so blunt, but this is the XY show. We keep it real. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. Get rid of her. She's dirty. It's going to get worse. All right, moving on. The next question is from Kelly. Kelly said, I went on a date with a guy I really liked until he took me for chicken wings. What? I ghosted him after that. Was it too soon? I'm just being honest for what I'm worth. Kelly, you guys know that, this is the X and Y show, and I've always taught that chicken wings is my delicacy to me. Kelly, what are you worth? It was a first date. This is one of those things, again, that women are delusional. They think if you take them on a first date, you go into, Ruth Chris or some Spondivits or some shit, where you spending $300, $400, $500 for a fucking dinner to get a peck or a hug or even a handshake at the end of the night. women actually believe that they entitled to that shit. And that's come from that Steve Harvey bullshit of dating. And, you know, I say it again, I love Steve Harvey, but I know when he was on that chicken circuit, he wasn't taking nobody to no exclusive restaurants. He was taking their ass to the Sizzler back then and KFC and all that kind of shit. Now that he's paid, a woman should get what she deserves. Let me tell you something. Kelly and the rest of you women, y'all don't deserve shit. It's a first date. You'll be lucky if I take you on a first date and get chicken wings. That's I don't do that with everybody. You know, normally the first date we going for coffee or you know, free popsicles, you know, some shit like that. You know, if you really dig someone, you don't give a fuck where they take you. And if you don't dig someone, it doesn't matter where they take you. If you don't dig someone just because they take you to an exclusive restaurant, Ruth Chris or Spondivits or Papa Do's or wherever the fuck you want to go, it's not going to make them like you. I'm talking to the little simp motherfuckers out there who are making it hard for the rest of the guys, taking these greedy motherfucking women out to these exclusive restaurants, and they're expecting every guy to do that shit. This shit has to stop. You're not entitled to anything, ladies. I don't owe you shit. You don't deserve anything. It's a first date. Who the fuck you women think you are? Take you out for chicken wings and that's not enough. And I dare him, you know, I'm worth more than that. What? And this is why so many women out there will never get married, because they are delusional. And I know a lot of women out there, well, I don't want to get married. It's not all about this bullshit. Bullshit. All women want to get married. No one wants to be alone. I don't know why. Who women think they're fooling with that bullshit? Anyway, Kelly, yeah, you did it too soon. I think you're full of shit, Kelly. I think that wasn't very nice the way you did to that guy. He took you out for chicken wings. That was very nice. For a first date, shit, you did good. And if he gave you, you know, breaded with, you know, that's even better. So, yeah, Kelly, you're full of shit. I don't know if you, I don't know what planet you come from, but when a guy takes you out, doesn't mean that he has to spend full $500 for you. He doesn't deserve you anything. He don't owe you shit. So anyway, I hope I answered your question, Kelly. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. So I'm gonna y'all messing with me tonight. Y'all get me mad and y'all get me mad up in here, you know. All right, now y'all better stop. Oh Lord. Okay, so tonight's episode, I saw this episode on GMA. And for you ignorant motherfuckers, that's Good Morning America. One of the anchors, I think her name is Eva Pilgrim. They were doing a segment special on why STIs are on the rise. Again, for you ignorant motherfuckers, STIs is sexually transmitted infections, you know, or STDs, sexually transmitted diseases. And I'm talking about syphilis, gonorrhea, you know, herpes, you know, all the shit that you can get on your dick, your pussy, your lips, you know, from fucking. And they're actually saying that STIs are on the rise in the United States, right? So I thought this was very interesting to me, but not surprising. And I'll tell you why in a minute. But some of the reasons why, they were talking to a doctor, I can't remember his name. He was from some governmental agency, but he was saying some of the reasons why STIs are on the rise. He was saying the education is lacking. So a lot of people don't know about certain diseases. They don't get, they don't have the information to know that it's, spreadable, et cetera, et cetera. So he said the lack of education. He said the decreased testing, so people are not getting tested. So a lot of the sexual transmitted infections are asymptomatic, which means you don't have any symptoms. So if you're not getting tested, I mean, you're still fucking someone, you can transmit it that way. So basically he's saying, people basically don't know that they have it. So that was another reason. And the last reason he gave was forgetting contraceptives, rubbers and stuff like that. That's okay. That's cool. But I'm going to, this is XY show. So I'm going to tell you what I believe, is the reason for the increase in STIs. And I know I'm going to piss some folks off, but I don't give a fuck. I don't care about that. Because I'm being real. I'm going to say the stuff on the XY show that they can't say on GMA. That Eva Pilgrim can't say on GMA. That the doctor can't say on GMA. I'm going to say the shit that is real. And what I believe is the increase, or the cause of the increase of STIs. The main reason that I believe that STIs are on the rise is because of unclean sexual acts by many members in our society. And we'll give you an example. In the city of Atlanta, Atlanta is not the only city where this goes on, but this is definitely a place where it does. A lot of men who are quote unquote married or in relationships, with a woman, and they're doing things on the side, meaning that a lot of married men and women who are in relationships, they're with a woman, and then when they get a chance, they're with a man, getting fucked in the ass or fucking in the ass. Right? So when these punk motherfuckers, and I call them that because that's what they are. If you're homosexual, I don't agree with that. That's not my life. That's not, my thing. But at least homosexual guys, if they're 100% pure homosexual, they're with men and that's it. It's those bisexual motherfuckers who fucks it up for everyone. You're married with children and, you got a girlfriend, and then you're still getting fucked in the ass at night. So when you getting fucked in the ass, or fucking someone in the ass, and then that man who fucking you in the ass, they fuck another woman, and then I fuck that woman, and look around, that's how I got HIV. I'm just giving an example. I don't have HIV. But I'm giving you an example of how that shit can spread, because you got all these motherfuckers doing all these unclean acts, and they're tainting the pool, putting everyone in danger. And that is the main reason why there are so many sexual transmitted infections that are going on right now, and they're on the increase. Unclean sexual acts. That's what it is. Another thing is open relationships or / open marriages, swingers, and all these weird motherfuckers. And I'm not saying that, if that's what you do, cool. that's you, right? You're a grown person. But I think that all these open marriages, open relationships, and, swingers and all these weird motherfuckers going around fucking all these different people, that is one of the causes of the rise in STIs. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You have two people who are married, and then they fucking two people that are married. The husband switching out and fucking the other guy's wife, and the wife is fucking the other husband, and they leave and fucking, the wife and the husband fuck a girl together, and then someone comes behind and get with that girl, and then they catch herpes from the girl who been fucking these couples who don't know they have an STI. Then they catch herpes. Then they catch syphilis, and the spread. That's how it's going on. All these unclean acts that are going on in society. Bisexuality, these punk motherfuckers who are married and they ain't getting fucked in the ass by night. Open relationships, open marriages, swingers, fucking all these people, tainting the pools, messing it up, and endangering everyone. That is the cause of the increase in sexually transmitted infections. Fuck all that other shit, education and contraceptive. And, a lot of you swingers, the first thing you say, we use protection every time. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And, even if you do, I'm going to give you the benefit, even if you do use protection all the time when you fuck somebody's wife or getting fucked in the ass or whatever. If they have herpes and, you eating pussy, you still can get herpes. It can be passed through oral sex. So even if you're using a condom and, you always use a condom, which you don't, you still can get infected from eating pussy or licking ass like some of you nasty motherfuckers do. So it doesn't matter. You can say I use contraceptives all the time. And I know that's bullshit because a lot of times it just happens where you don't have contraceptives available. Maybe you don't, how many times you guys been caught getting pussy raw because you don't have a condom? Well, you going to hold on, baby. I'll be back in 10 minutes. No, you're going to fuck. Worry about the consequences later. Not me, of course. I don't do that. I'm responsible. I always fuck with a condom, but we're not talking about me. We're talking about you guys. So don't tell me that you always use contraceptives because I know that's bullshit. And if you do, but you're doing other things, you eating pussy, licking ass, and letting the motherfuckers pee on you and all kind of nasty shit, you still could get infected. And a lot of people, there's some motherfuckers out there who are just, not that they're careless, they just don't give a fuck. They know they have shit, and they're just passing it. This is why there's an increase in UTIs. Let's keep it real. There's a lot of motherfuckers out there that are doing unclean sexual acts, period. And I'm not even talking about all the hoes out there who are just fucking multiple guys and all the guys, the playboys, the gigolos out there fucking multiple women. I'm not even getting on those. I'm just talking about the unclean sexual acts, the bisexual, tendencies that a lot of guys do. Being with women and wives and girlfriends and still getting fucked in the ass and taking that shit back home to their families. Or fucking a woman that I'm going to fuck next week, then I'm under the threat of getting something. That's how that shit passing. unclean sexual acts. Bisexuality, all these open relationships, open marriages, all these swinging weird motherfuckers. That's why there's an increase in UTIs. This is why there is really no benefit of being single. It's a scary world because when you're single, you're being exposed to a lot of shit and you just don't know. You just don't know. That's why, when I do meet a woman and before we start fucking, we have to get tested. I have to be safe. That's the only way you know. That's the only way you know, fellas and ladies. Don't believe what people are just telling you. Oh, no, I don't have anything. You think a person just going to tell you, well, I do have herpes. You actually think a person going to tell you, oh, yeah, I think I have syphilis, but it's okay. We just use a condom all the time. It's okay. Oh, honey, no, I just have herpes, but it can't kill you. You think someone actually going to tell you that they have an STI? Get tested together before you start fucking. Get tested together. In today's society, it's not like it was in the 60s, which, by the way, I wish that I lived back in those days because those people truly didn't have to worry about anything that penicillin couldn't cure. And those hippies was fucking everybody. And I really wish I would. Anyway, I don't want to get too much. And, hippies, they don't shave like I used to. Anyway, it's not like that anymore. It's a lot of shit going on nowadays. And it's a lot more accessible. You have access to a lot more people, a lot more women, a lot more dicks, a lot more guys, whatever. It's just simply more access. So when there's more access, that means there's more fucking, more ways to get your hands dirty or your dick dirty or your pussy dirty. There's a lot of people walking around with dirty pussies and dirty dicks. And a lot of them don't know, right? That's why you have to get tested. A lot of them do know and don't give a fuck. They're going to put their dick in your mouth anyway, ladies. Fellas, a lot of women walking around with herpes, they're going to let you eat the pussy anyway. They don't care. You have to get tested. You have to know. Don't trust anyone what they're saying. Even if they look healthy, even if they look fine, even if they tall and got a dick print, you have to protect yourself. Stop the rise of STIs. Be more responsible. Protect yourself. That's all it is. It's really that simple. Before you start fucking someone, you two need to go to a doctor, both get tested, and if the test come back negative, then you can fuck. But, even then, you still not 100% safe because you don't know if that person going to stray out. You don't know if they're going to fuck somebody else because there's a possibility. You're never truly safe. You're never truly safe. Even if you're married, you're never truly safe. Because like I said before, going back, you have these married motherfuckers in Atlanta. And I say Atlanta because I know I used to live there. These married guys, children, wives, and families and stuff, by day and by night going and getting fucked in the ass in Midtown or fucking in the ass in Midtown. So you're not even safe if you're married. So why the fuck would you think you're safe if you're not married? Protect yourself as much as possible. That's really all you can do. Right? But this is why STIs are on the rise. unclean sexual acts by this society. No other reason. This is the reason. No other reason. And it's not going to stop. It's not going to decline until people start becoming more responsible. Period. So anyway, I hope you listen to what I said. I hope you heed the words. Because if you don't protect yourself, who will? Anyway, hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. Be sure to check me out next week. I will be talking to a young lady. She's not. Well, anyway, she's the owner of a brothel, and I'll be talking to her next week. So that interview was very, very, very fun to do, and I hope you tune in next week. I think you really, I think you'll enjoy it. So be sure to check in next week. Be sure to check out the XY Show on every venue. I'm pretty much on every venue that you can think of. I'm on Apple. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Podbreed. That's the network that's up and coming for indie podcasts. So be sure to check me out. Just type in the XY Show. You'll find me. If you want to see any episodes from the past, go to my website, which is www.xyshow.com. I'm also on social media. On Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, and Instagram. Be sure to check me out on there. Follow me. Leave me a comment and let me know how much you love me. Without further ado, I will see you next week. And I want you always to remember, you cannot have love or lust without X and Y.
You've been listening to The X and Y Show with your host, Roosevelt Colbert, the place where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. Join us next time. You can now put your clothes back on. Or not.